There is a question most people ask themselves at some point, a question that rarely appears when everything is going well. Why am I still here? Not geographically, financially, psychologically. They changed jobs. They searched for something better. They convinced themselves that the next opportunity would finally change everything. They learned new skills. They spent nights studying. They invested time becoming someone more valuable. They followed the advice everyone gave them. Work harder, learn more, stay disciplined, keep improving. And years later, they look at their life and notice something uncomfortable. The environment changed, the experience changed, but something inside remained the same. The number changed, but the pattern didn't. The same reactions, the same choices, the same invisible limits. Most people assume the problem is money. They think if they had more of it, everything else would finally change. But what if money is not the beginning of the problem? What if money is only the final result of decisions being made long before money ever appears? Decisions shaped by fear, by identity, by the invisible systems operating beneath awareness. This is not a story about bad choices. It is a story about invisible systems. The human brain was not designed to create wealth. It was designed to protect survival. For hundreds of thousands of years, the most important question was simple: will I survive what happens next? Not, how do I build a 7-figure business? Not, how do I create long-term wealth? The brain that helped humans survive uncertainty is the same brain making decisions inside a modern economy, a system built for forests, storms, and scarcity. Now operates inside offices, markets, and digital economies. And underneath every financial decision, the same ancient questions still appear. What if I lose what I have? What if I fail? What will people think? What if things become worse? These questions often appear before logic has a chance to respond. They arrive as feelings first, and only later, the mind creates explanations. The strange part is, this system is not broken. It is working exactly as designed. The problem is not that the brain failed. The problem is that the world changed faster than the system inside our heads. Many people experience something they cannot explain. They get a raise. A better opportunity appears. Their income increases. And somehow, after time passes, they return to a familiar level. Almost as if there is an invisible thermostat inside the mind. A psychological set point. A level of success that feels normal. Anything above it creates tension. Anything below it creates discomfort. and the brain starts making small adjustments. Different decisions, different priorities, different behaviors. Not because someone secretly wants failure, because the mind prefers what feels familiar over what feels uncertain. Familiar is not always better, but to the survival system, familiar often feels safer. One mechanism behind this is loss aversion. The brain does not experience gains and losses equally. A possible loss often feels heavier than an equivalent opportunity feels exciting. This is why someone can spend years unhappy at a job, while knowing they have the skills to move. The opportunity is real, but the risk feels immediate. The unknown always looks larger than the known. Another mechanism is identity. Long before people choose careers, they absorb ideas about who they are. Sometimes through words, sometimes through silence. A child observes what their family believes is possible. What people like them do, what people like them do not do. And eventually those ideas stop feeling like opinions. They feel like identity. This is who I am. The dangerous part is not that these beliefs exist. Many of them were once useful. They helped people adapt to their environment. They protected them. But a survival strategy can remain long after the environment has changed. Here is where the conversation about money usually becomes too simple. People like to divide the world into two groups, those who make the right decisions and those who make the wrong ones. But human behavior is rarely that clean. The same internal system can create completely different outcomes. One person avoids asking for a promotion because failure feels dangerous. Another person spends money they don't have because appearing successful feels necessary. From the outside, they look opposite. One looks cautious, the other looks reckless. But underneath, the mechanism may be the same, a protection system trying to defend an identity. One protects it by avoiding risk, the other protects it by proving something. The answer is not to fight your brain. Your brain is not an enemy. It is the reason you survived every previous version of your life. The shift happens differently, not through motivation, not through repeating positive statements, but through negotiation with an old system. The moment someone begins to notice, this feels uncomfortable, is not always the same as this is dangerous. Your brain was not designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to protect you. And for most of human history, that was enough. But the same system that once kept you alive can become the system keeping you still. Wealth was never a war against that system. It was always a negotiation with it, Because the first step toward changing your future is understanding the invisible decisions that have been creating it.